Hey guys, Jeeps here, and welcome back to the MechWarrior Online closed beta. Today, we're going to be taking a look at LRMs like I promised a while back, and then kind of went dead for a while. But we're going to do it now, and we're going to do it by showcasing what is pretty much a missile boat, the Catapult C4. So first of all, let's get our weapon group set up. That should be good. Now, the Catapult C4, and this is a completely stock one, I have not modified anything about it, has some jump jets. I just managed to hurt one of my legs, that's great. Okay, Catapult K2, you can go first. Has some jump jets, and as you can see, it has two small lasers. That guy just walked in front of me, and I feel bad now. And two LRM 20s, which are 20-shot long-range missile systems. But we really need a good vantage point, so I'm actually going to back up a ways. Now this mech also comes equipped with jump jets. Not especially crazy jump jets, but jump jets nonetheless. I'm going to hang back here. Now you might have guessed, long-range missiles are pretty much heavy artillery. They require spotters to actually be useful. Hold on, speaking of which, something going on over there. However, no one has spotted those targets, so it doesn't help me. Now, like I said, this is a completely stock variant of this mech. I've not changed a single thing about it, and it has two LRM 20s, and as you can see, 720 shots. That's the standard amount of ammo, firing 20 per volley per launcher. So if I were to do alpha with both of my launchers, I would only actually get 18 volleys of 40 out of this. Oh, and this seems bad. Are those missiles coming from me? No, they were just fired randomly. Alright, well, there's a thing. Let's shoot some missiles at it. Now, as you can see, I have to lock onto the target to make it fire. Now, if I lose my lock on the target, the missiles will go towards the last known location of the target, which means they will likely miss. Should use my jump jets there. I need to get to a better position. I'm really used to playing a mech with jump jets. It's kind of cool. All right, this should be good. This should be good. Now, you want to get to a good vantage point, however, this does leave you very exposed. As you can see, I've made friends, and they are very much unhappy with me. So I need to get behind and out of break their lock, break their line of sight. Which, there are a few tricks to doing this. Here's one surefire way to do it. I'm actually going to power off real quick, and power back on. When you lose power, by powering off or overheating or anything like that, I think it happens from overheating, you do break any locks that are on. That's almost dead. Let's just finish it off. Should nicely do the trick. Good, they still don't seem to know where I am. Now, playing a dedicated LRM boat is not necessarily... Oh, Jesus. Not necessarily the most exciting thing. Oh god. Oh. But you will do a lot of damage. Time to leave, however. LRMs are extraordinarily deadly, but they require support to be effective. As you saw, I can't do anything on my own. If someone isn't helping me get a lock, I'm not doing much of anything. I'll admit, I don't usually play LRM boats, like purely LRM'd arm things, like catapults. I like them, but I don't really like... We're gonna camp out with his Atlas and use him for cover. This is another good strategy. This is what Atlas is doing. Something they're very good for, is, pretty much being Fodder. Fodder. Damn it. That's probably gonna miss because I lost the lock. You are winning though, which is nice. And I still have... I'm not completely out of ammo yet. Damn it, Atlas! Now, if you're wondering why that Atlas is shooting so many missiles, or it looks like it is, the Atlas's launcher is only a tand launcher, and it probably has 2 LRM-20s in that slot. Or 2 LRM-15s, which means it has to fire into multiple columns. Which I actually think is a very cool effect. Hunchback here. Possibly too close, however. Catapult, however, is absolutely... Oh, I should probably rotate. I'm not used to playing a mech that can also torso twist this much, as a side note. But this is giving you a pretty good idea of how LRMs work. Normally, you will just have these kind of in addition. For example, Atlases very often will just have some LRMs. They standard, in fact, have an LRM-15. Oh, an LRM-20, sorry. They don't have an LRM. Hunchback's back there. Must be done. On back, jump. Climb up here. Let's give him a bad time. I won't be able to missile him, but I've got a couple terrible little lasers. There's nothing I can do really here. This is not an exciting video, I apologize. This is the downside. I think you're getting an idea for what playing an LRM boat can be like, unfortunately, which is to say, not terribly exciting. You do a lot of waiting. However, watching your swarm of angry bees fly, well, let's be honest, that's what it looks like. The effect for the LRMs is amazing. Like, that looks awesome. There we go. We didn't exactly do, especially, well, we got a lot of assists, though. I think that's what happens a lot with LRM boats, but there you go. An LRM boat and LRM systems in general, you are kind of the assisting support. You can do a lot of damage, but on your own, you're kind of useless. Interesting mix. Not personally my favorite playstyle. I do kind of prefer brawling a little bit more. If I want to go long range, I'd usually kind of prefer sniping. But LRMs, definitely an incredibly important and incredibly deadly aspect of the MechWarrior's arsenal. It's something you're gonna have to get used to, usually having shot at you. So that's it for now, my friends. As always, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know the gist. We'll be back with more gameplay videos, hopefully a little more exciting than that. Like I said, playing an LRM boat is just not that exciting to watch. There's not a whole lot to say, but it's something that's important to see because it is something you will run into because there are a lot of mechs that are built that way to beat artillery, especially the Catapult. So that's it for now. I've been Jeeps, and I will talk to you guys later.